new requirements for virtual students, and new guidelines to how classes are set up in Canvas and more. All today on My name is Billy Cox. First, it's been a while since we've checked in with Mrs. Porter, so let's get the latest senior moments.
Welcome to Senior Moments with Mrs. Porter. Seniors, many of you have been asking me about local scholarships. Most of our local scholarships are through a program that we call Honors and Awards. These are the scholarships that are just for Richmond High School students, and they range in amounts anywhere from $100 to up to around $18,000. Applications will be available February 1st, and they must be returned by March the 1st. There are no exceptions to this. You are also required to go through a short interview process during early March. These dates are all listed in the orange FAFSA folders that you received a while back. If you have a 2.0 or better GPA and are planning to attend some sort of post-secondary education for college, you should apply for Honors and Awards. Please watch Canvas and listen to daily announcements for more updates regarding Honors and Awards. Midterm graduates are also eligible. Please see me if you have any questions. See you next week for more Senior Moments with Mrs. Porter.
As we begin a new semester, there are some important things to look for in your Canvas courses. First, you should always see an announcement in your Canvas course each Monday morning with an overview of the week's work. Also, since students attending virtually must attend at least twice a week in Google Meet, there will be a link in the calendar for your course. You can also join in on your off day if you have questions for your teacher. Also, teachers will be contacting parents if virtual students are attending in Google Meet and if anyone is failing their classes. Also, virtual students must attend class in Google Meet at least twice a week for each of their classes. Virtual students also will click one place to check in for their attendance online, and that is for the virtual course in Canvas. And given the increased importance of using Google Meet, here's a video from Mr. Hill with some tips and tricks.
Good afternoon. I want to show you a couple things here today with Google Meet that will help make your Google Meet experience a little bit better. Okay, so if I slide over, and now I have my Google Meet screen up here, some of you have been having trouble because we switch from being plugged into like a headset with a microphone or plugged into a dock, and then we unplug those things and we're going into a Google Meet. Maybe we're switching rooms for a case conference, and then we get there and we're having audio or video problems. Here's how we check to fix that. When you first pop in, you can click on these three dots and it's going to give you options. You can go down to Settings, and this is where it's going to show you your microphone and your speakers, and you can test both right there, both for audio and video. So if you're having any trouble, before you go in, you can even check to make sure you're okay. Also in Settings, another thing that you might want to do, well, we'll deal with that after we go in. So we think we're good. We have this button down here. What's this? Backgrounds. We click on that. We can pick different backgrounds that are already there. You can blur yours out like mine is right now. You can go with no background. This is a good one. Some of the kids really like this if they're at home, or if we're at home, because then you don't have to worry if there's unfolded clothes in the back and your wife yells at you. Speaking for a friend. So we're good. We're going to join now. So we hop in, but we forgot to do that when we hopped into our meeting. And we're like, oh my gosh, something's not working, but I know it's an audio or video setting. All you have to do is click down at the bottom. You can go to Settings from there, and you have the exact same thing that we saw earlier. We can see that my microphone's working. I can hear everything. It's working fine. I could test that. So we have our settings in there. Also, in this view, you can go in there. You can turn on the captions. You can change your background. This is where you change your layout. I can click on that. You can pick how all of this works. You can change the number of tiles right there. So those are some options that could help you. You can also raise your hand, another nice feature there. So it pops it up if you're having a discussion. I'm talking to myself right now, so that doesn't really matter. But those are how those things work. So if you need to test your audio or video, if you want to blur your background, add a background, you can do a whiteboard to share. That's a Jamboard. That's a fun option to check out sometime. But you can do all of those things. And those are some tricks and tips to help you get through a Google Meet. Have a good day.
You can also find the video in your announcements for the RHS Students course in Canvas. Now a quick couple of announcements. The RHS bookstore is now open to sell gum, Mentos, shirts, and more. Don't forget to check out the Red Devil Rally towels. Stop by and see them in the bookstore and the cafeteria during both lunches. The Red Devil Players has a new way to find out more information about joining. Just scan the QR code on screen right now and find out how you can be part of the RHS Drama Club and help with any way of their productions. Before we go today, we want to wish congratulations to the RHS swimmers and divers. The swimmers and divers traveled to Lafayette over the weekend for their NCC meet. The girls team finished 5th overall and the boys went 3rd. Congrats to the NCC champions Caden Lindahl and Ben Quinn, and NC runner lineups Caden Lindahl, Ben Quinn, and Landon Smith. Other top 8 finishers were Savannah Blair, Jana Waybright, Jackson Bond, Peyton Forrest, Evan Williams, and Beth Collins. Great job, swimmers. Those are your announcements. I'm Billy Cox. Have a wonderful day.